Jesus said the gates of hell will not prevail against his church, the body of Christ. This demonstrates perfectly what I said about how people think just because their institution continues that it isn't corrupted. This false interpretation of Matthew 16:18 has been misused by the Catholic Church for centuries to absolve that institution of any and all corruption. As a result, Catholics have been trained to believe that no amount of corruption is ever too much as long as their church still exists. You couldn't set the bar any lower, and this is why they will excuse their church's indefensible atrocities, like burning people at the stake and protecting pedophile priests. First, this is a doctrine designed simply to enable abuse and shut down reform. If you wanted to design an institution whose primary purpose was to protect abusers and defy accountability, you could hardly do better than the Catholic Church. The evangelical church I attended in the 90s when I was a kid suddenly announced some new policies designed to protect children from abuse. Now, they hadn't had any incidents, but they implemented these policies to be proactive. In contrast, I found out years later that the Catholic Church knew about rampant child abuse among them, but not only did they not do anything to stop it, they shielded the predators to protect themselves. There is just no argument you can give me that will ever convince me the Catholic Church is not irredeemable. If anybody wants this passage to mean that a particular church will be incorruptible, the Catholic Church is certainly not it. But there's actually nothing in the text in Matthew to suggest that interpretation anyway. The Catholic Church likes to use the Bible as a proof text for dogmas that just aren't there. For context, the text situates this event at Caesarea Philippi, which was the site of what was called the Gate of Hades, one of many such places where worshippers believed the gods traveled between the underworld and earth. Notice that the only active role in this statement is by the gates of Hades, not the church. You could take this passage to mean that Hellenic polytheism would fail, but nothing suggests that it means a church or Christianity must continue indefinitely. That's just something Christians have later reified because they can't accept that its original meaning is no longer relevant today. Christians aren't going to like me saying this, but it means you can't lazily expect a God to prevent your religion from corruption. You're going to have to step up and do something about it yourselves.